Shalom, this is Spirit Bears Witness, Akaban Yasharallah. I camp at Lion's Den of Yasharallah, Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like to say a prayer to the Father and the Son. Ka, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha, Rekah Kadash, Ma'amaf. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Double honors to my elder as well. Ahar Wan Ban Yasharallah, Lion's Den camp. Peace and salutations to the Akim women and the children of the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Okay, shalom, shalom. I'm back with another lesson. This lesson is going to be entitled "Howl for Her, Take Balm for Her Pain," right? And we're talking, that's of course Mystery Babylon the Great. That's not going to be healed. There's never going to be healed again. I mean, we're just going to jump right in it. Like I said, the title is going to be "Howl for Her, Take Balm for Her Pain." I'm going to start at Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 6, and it reads, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. And that's that fleeing. It don't mean like jump on a plane, this, that, and the third, and get out of this place. Because ain't nowhere you can run from the Lord's judgment. The Lord is coming to judge the whole earth, right? And so it says flee out of the midst of Babylon. No, here, flee out of that mind state, because that Western philosophy, that wicked ass mind state, has been pushed across the whole earth. That's why you have people in Japan wearing suit and ties and shit. Because that Western, that that golden cup, full of abomination. Everyone is drunk off the that wine. So like I said, this Jeremiah 51 and verse 6, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. Hey, get out of this place. Stop. In the time we in, if a person is fear the Lord, fear Yahweh Shai, they're gonna be paying attention to what's going on, and the Lord gonna wake them up to the truth. The elect is the time is at hand. We seeing the prophecies unfold. So if you lost in the world, hey, all I can say is you lost. You're amongst the dead. And it is what it is, because we send the everything unfold right before our eyes, as just as the Lord said it would. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. Get out of this place. Stop eating those abominable foods. Stop following these false prophets and teachers that teach you nothing but lies, which can easily be disproven with the word of Yahweh Shai through the scriptures. Easily disprove this love, or you can eat any foods you want. The simple things, we right at the end, to be that's why man, it's a snare, what was supposed to be a blessing to you is a snare to 2/3 of our people, right? It says flee out of the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Hey, for the blood that was shed in this place, only blood can cleanse the land. I salaki for not being word for word or verbatim with the words with the scripture, but y'all know what I mean. It's a and they stole the apple of the Lord's eye. All the horrific things that they've done to the children of the Lord's precious Jews. It's a recompense, right? It says, Babylon, this is Jeremiah 51 and 7, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All the nations are drunk off the abomination. The dainties of this place, it says Babylon is suddenly fallen, destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain. If so, what it says, if so, if so be she may be healed, kind, but she won't be healed. This deplorable place won't be healed, like Yahweh Shai has said. He says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go everyone unto his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted upon even to the skies." I mean, it is lifted up even to the skies. So, hey, this place is not going to be saved. This place is not going to be healed. It's not going to be no make America great again. It's just, the judgment of the Lord and the prophecies of the Lord. And before that, we right here at Jacob's trouble. And all the things that bring insurrections, Egyptian against Egyptian. We right here watching it all unfold. It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go every one to his own country. That's why they once was what is it? Everybody coming here to they used to do whatever they can, and sometimes they they do, but sometimes they still try to get here. Some people still in that delusion of that American dream or whatever till they get here and realize this place is a hell and a trap, right? It should be they risk their lives to get here, right? Caught in that like what is it? Like the mermaids sing that song and draw people in, draw the sailors in, and they crash into the rocks or whatever like that. That's what it is. Hey, this is a sure destruction. Going after this place, following that, going after the ways of this place, following after these heathens, right? That's why it says, hey, they realize, hey, this ain't where we need to be. What it says, let us go every one unto his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven. Because they see this place fall, and they know and by the way, it's falling. They know it's by the Lord. It's falling as just as the Lord said, as thus said the Lord. So hey, they fleeing, everyone fleeing back to their homes or whatever, to their home countries, thinking they're gonna escape the judgments, thinking they're gonna It's just gonna be in this place, Babylon the Great. But no, the Lord's wrath is gonna be on this whole earth, right? It says, what is body shall be from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth like dung, That's what it is. So like I said, let me from the top again. Slack you for being I get to talking. Let me just start from the top. This is Jeremiah 51 in verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. This is the time. How we know? Through the scriptures, through the prophecies. He said, measure the time diligently, Salaki. And when you see these prophecies unfold, it's the time the Lord is moving on the earth. He doing this. He finna make it all. It's going down. Salaki for not being verbatim, but y'all know what I mean. When you see these things happening, the day is at hand, right? So hey, but only those that Yahweh Shai open the eyes and ears to see, they seeing it and doing the things to get prepared, So it says, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Who is that her? United States, the land of the north, Babylon the Great. You know what I mean? That's mystery Babylon the Great. The Lord has promised to destroy this place. It says, Babylon have been a golden. Jeremiah 51 and 7, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And everything is through the Spirit of the Lord. The Lord is causing all these things to happen. The world to move. He used America to deceive the whole world. Now he's gonna judge them. And that's the same goes for 2/3 of our people. And that's what it is. only that 1/3 remnant is gonna repent and come back to the Lord, truth and sincerity. Everybody else is gonna get the same judgment. You know, 2/3 of our people want to learn after death by pain, and the heathens ain't got no way out anyway. You know, and Esau Edom has been set up by the Lord to be the face of the wicked, and to get a wicked's reward. You know, period. You know, and that's what it is. No matter what they do, they can try all they tariffs. Trump can try all this, do all what he can do, but it's not going to make the Lord's words out of effect. His word is going to be true, you know, and every man going to be found a liar, right? Let me move on. Let's go to Isaiah 13 and verse 1. And yeah, this place, and only those with the eyes to see we see this place falling. I mean, matter of fact, hey, it's hard for only those with their head in the damn sand can say this place ain't falling now, because you can look on YouTube and you see everybody crying, everybody in dismay, everybody feeling the effects of the base of man who they pit in authority. That old what is Nero guy, or with the personality of that guy, or whatever. You know, this is Isaiah. Where am I at? Isaiah 13 and 1. Slacky. Right here it is. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift up ye a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go unto the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. He says, the noise of a multitude, where is I supposed to start? Yeah. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. The Lord Yahweh Shai is gathering all the troops. He's steering the hearts of the kings of nations, you know, into the valley of Yehoshaphat. You know, hey, getting everything ready, you know what I'm saying? So they can shoot arrows at this whore, you know? As it is written, it says, where am I? Isaiah 13 and 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord in the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And that's those ICBM missiles. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Hey, it ain't going to be nothing you can do in that day. Those that don't have Yahweh Shai Shai, and they done. Those that don't that can't call upon the name of Yahweh Shai, and this is on, the Lord only stretching his hands out to the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, along with the speckled bird that look like the heathen, but follow the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There's no type of repentance, or no type of way for a heathen or anyone outside of the nation of Israel to be saved or to be spared, you know, from this coming destruction. And right after, they're going to land right into 1,000 years of hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery. Thus saith the Lord, and that's their judgment, along with Esau Edom. And but the beginning of it is going to be the destruction of this place, which the world has lifted up as some spectacular great praise. The Lord is just like in the days of Egypt, when Egypt was known to be so great and spectacular. Hey, and what the Lord destroyed that place, made it a spectacle. This place is going to become a spectacle. You know, nothing but desert creatures able to live in this place, right? Where I'm at, it says, Isaiah 13 and 6. That's where I'm at. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Come on, hey. Look, hey, even the strongest man is gonna cry and weep bitterly. You know, it's hey, just what hey, when you look up and see them, and not only that, all is going to be happening as well as the Yahweh Shai making his appearance, and them these Edomites, these heathens, seeing that the Lord is appearances as a so-called black man, right? That's going to be even more anguish and you know, on their ass, right? It says and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. Hey, it's just like how you hear a woman holler when they having a baby, trying to push that baby out. You know, that's the like a man gonna be in travail, like screaming and hollering. It's gonna be no peace. It's not gonna be no hope for them. You know, only hope is in Yahweh Shema Shai. Those that call upon the name of the Lord, what he say, shall be saved. The Lord, the Father being Yahweh and the Son being Yahweh Shai. Those are only names where one can be saved. You know, it says they shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both of wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Hey, that lets you know the Yahweh Shema Shai is not coming with no flowers. That lets you know the day of judgment. Hey, the Lord coming to destroy. What did he say? Behold, the day of the Lord coming cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. Right? Not no kumbaya shit. You know. And what he do? He coming to judge this place, to plead. What he says? To plead for his heritage, Israel. You know. And he says, behold, the day of the Lord, this is Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. You know, period. Where I'm at, for the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light, because it's going to be clouds. It's going to be dust everywhere. With that fallout, therefore shall not. Thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened, and his going forth, and the moon shall not cease. It shall not cause her light to shine. God. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible kind. And the proud, who is the proud? The proud, the damn Edomite. The basis of men is the most proudest, right? It says, I will punish the world for their evil kind. That's the world. Even 2/3 of our people going to get this judgment. You know what I'm saying? It says, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Hey, this place that it has never known war like that, you know, they're gonna be hit with nuclear bombs, right? ICBMs, right? It says, hold on, let's go to let's move. Let's go to Isaiah 14:4. Right? It reads, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Con. And all this is through the power of Yahweh Shemi Ashai. The Lord is as it is written. What it said, what if the Lord deal with much long suffering, the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? What if he willing to show his power, deal with much long suffering? You know, and that's what he doing. He letting them build that shit up. Do all you can, and it's gonna take an hour for him to destroy this place, man. You know, and then guess what? Like it says, no more shall it be preached of how Shalak, if not being verbatim, how the Lord delivered us from Egypt, but how he delivered us from the land of the north. You know, because as the destruction is hitting this place, Babylon the Great, we Lord willing, I'm among that number. They're gonna hear the Lord saying, "Come up hither until the indignation pass." You know, those are the only ones that are gonna make it out of this place, America, right? The elect. Right, it says where I say Isaiah 14 and verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord the Lord Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He has smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Because they ain't let up off Jake. What he says, he furthered the affliction. You know what I'm saying? When we were supposed to be free, they furthered the affliction. It was more lynchings and hangings after we were so-called quote unquote freed. You know? It says Isaiah 14 and 6, he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and unhindered. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth in singing. Hey, so when this devil get put down, hey, the whole earth is gonna be at rest and sing and being praised and be able to rest, right? Because of what Esau at the end ain't no rest. Everything is out of whack and out of order. The air, the water, everything is polluted. The land is polluted. Everything is abominable. Everything this devil touch turn to shit. Right? It says Isaiah 14 and 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee. At thy coming it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings, like thrones, all the kings of the nations. Because the Lord must muster up the armies for the battle, right? He said, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as we? Art thou become like unto us? Because they looking at us like what? I mean, slacking not us. They looking at Esau. Even they looking at the land of the north, Babylon the Great, as I can take them. You know, they looking at. I think I can take this motherfucker right now. You feel me? Hey, and you know what? I think they can too. Lord willing, it happened soon and very soon. You know. The Lord judges this place because everything is through the Spirit of the Lord. The Lord is putting in their hearts, the king's hearts, to do this thing. You know, it's not through the will of man. It's through the will of Yahweh Shemi Ashai. All things happen, right? It says what it says, Isaiah 14 and 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? That's how they feel. That's why, hey, they saying, hey, China can say, I'm gonna pick turps, I'm gonna double down on that, like, and what you gonna do? And all these South Africa, all these countries that would have once lowered their head or whatever like that. Hey, they saying they ready to strike this place down. They wish you would, you know. Isaiah 14:11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thine vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And that's when a body is decomposing, that's the signs of death, and you can see this place is dying, you know, in every way you look at it, you know. It says Isaiah 14:12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? How is this damn devil cut down? Yahweh Shah, you know. Everything in his due season, and this is the time of his fall. You know, the Lord said he have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So that war is ongoing, nonstop. You know, just because it ain't ramp or whatever like that, don't mean it ain't always been going. It's always been going. Now the Lord turning it up because this is the end. Because we in the end time, you know, because we in the last moments of the last days, and only those with eyes to see can see it, you know, like the scripture says, measure the time diligently. When you see these things start to pass, know then it is the time that the Lord is visiting the earth that He made, you know. Where's I'm at? What it says? Yeah. How art thou fallen? Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Yeah, they did. Hey, well, what? The same way. They through their whole tactics. And what they call it, colonizing. Now it's colonizing 2.0. They do it on the low. You know, go in and usurp a nation's leader or whatever, put their puppet leader in there, and then start siphoning their resources. The same thing they've been doing. That's right out of the playbook. And nothing new. You know, it says Isaiah 14:3, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will set also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. God. And that's why the Lord said, hey, we're going to be delivered from the land of the north. You know, period. Point blank. That's why He said, hey, we no more will they talk about us being delivered from Egypt, but from the land of the north. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's the pride of this damn devil. I'm gonna go to another scripture. That's the pride of the devil. That's why the Lord He says, who's gonna bring me down to the ground? And the Lord said, I'm gonna bring you down to the ground. Right? Let's go to Isaiah 47:1. Yep, there it is. This is Isaiah chapter 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. And that's because you is no more haughty. You is not what they say on a pedestal. Like America's been riding this pedestal, which is the beast, EU, the European Union and all that. They've been riding it. Hey, now get your ass on the ground. Like the Yahweh says 47:1. Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Hey, this place is no more going to be called the land of opportunity. The land of milky honey, this and that. No, that's a damn lie, and it's proven to be a lie. And that's what it is. It says, take the millstone, Isaiah 47:2. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Expose yourself, be totally exposed. Hey, economically, as far in every way, all your lies is being exposed. All the things that you had hid is being exposed. Your tongue is falling upon yourself because all this is written to happen before your fall. And there's nothing you can do to get out of it. Ain't no lie you can create. Ain't no smoothing it over. Ain't no giving them gold, paying them off. They don't want your gold. They're not gonna want your gold. They want blood. You know? Thus saith the Lord. It says, where I'm at, Isaiah 47:3. Thy necklace shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. When Yahweh shall return, he gonna be coming in all his power with the heavenly host. You know, hey, it's not gonna, hey, it's going, hey, he coming with fire because like when Babylon catching them icy beings, what he say? What if it be more fire? I mean, what if it be fire already? What if fire be kindled already? Salakia or some verb. I'm Salakia. I can't verbatim, but y'all know. Hey, what if it already be a fire? What he doing? He bringing more fire. More fire, more destruction to this place, more destruction to 2/3, more destruction to these heathens. You know, thus saith the Lord. Right? It says, Isaiah 47:4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh Bashai of hosts, his name, Yahweh is his name, the Holy One of Israel. That and that's who has all things in motion. You know, there is no other power but Yahweh. You know, and let me get Malachi. All right, let's move to Malachi. I'm gonna do a few more. I got a few more, and then I'm gonna close it. Really, I got like 5 more, and I'm running them. I'm doing them all, so we're gonna go through it. Malachi 1 and 3. Okay, this is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 3, yeah. And I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. What is his mountain and his heritage? What his land, like what he say, his lands, because with this motherfucker, he would steal a person's land and then he put his name over it and feel like it's gonna be there forever. He said, whereas Edom saith, here we point exactly. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Because the Lord, hey, he already broke their ass down. They had them living in caves, brand like animals and shit. The bases of men. They was chased. What is they? They was children of fools. They was chased from among men. That's their history, right? The caveman. Right, it says Malachi 1 and 4, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. That's that the Lord will have indignation with Amalek forever and ever, all in together. Amalek is the chief house of Edom. You know, it says, yeah, so what is it, where I'm at? Yeah, so that's that on that. And that, so no matter what, and the point is, no matter what they thinking they trying to build, just like when they came here, robbing, stealing, and unaliving, slacking, what I want to stay what it is, robbing, stealing, and unaliving, and kidnapping, and forced labor and all those things, you know, that's what this place is built on, and this place cannot be cleansed by the blood that was shed here, except for the person by shedding the blood of the person who shed that blood. Period. That's the scripture. Thus saith the Lord. So hey, it's a recompense coming to this place. It says, whereas Edom saith, I gotta read it again. Malachi 1 and 4, Slakia. Malachi 1 and 4, whereas Edom saith, we are in pirates, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness in the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Because as it is written, they're going to be totally done away with after that 1,000 years of hardcore bondage. Esau, Edom, and the other nations are going to suffer. The other heathens are going to suffer. Esau, Edom is going to be done away with, while the other nations are going to be allowed to go back to their land and live or whatever under the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai. Not having part in the kingdom, but having to, live by them laws, just like a servant or a peasant or whatever like that. When Yasharallah Israel is the royalty, they're gonna be our servants, handmaids and servants. Look forward to it. Where I'm at. Let's get Exodus 17 and 6, just to further prove the point that the Lord, because I said it, just to prove the point that the Lord has hatred generation to generation with you damn devils. Yeah, and for just cause, y'all lie about everything. Y'all deface, y'all lied about the word of the Lord. Y'all lied about his son. Y'all lied about his image. Y'all lied about his son's image. Y'all lied about his people. Y'all lied about every shit. And then you turn around and treated his people worse than animals. And I mean, y'all well deserve what's coming to y'all, and as well as you heathens as well. You know what I'm saying? Well deserved. Nobody. Y'all lick the wounds. So y'all gonna get that same reward. So like if we're going off topic, but yeah, it just hit me like that. Exodus 17 and 6. Or what is it? Yeah, 17 and 16, Slakia, because I just want to bring this point out. For he said, this Exodus 17 and 16, for he said, because the Lord Yahweh have sworn, the Lord sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. He swore by his own name. Y'all at war, man. What he say? That's what it is. I hated Esau. And I made his dragons, and I made his heritage dragons for the wilderness, desolate. That's thus saith the Lord. That's what y'all got coming here in Babylon the Great, and anywhere where y'all fucking built up any type of thing is gonna be destroyed to the ground. Just like y'all was saying, raise it. Lord willing, I be amongst the number. I'm gonna be saying raise every place that y'all touched that got that Roman look, that columns and all that type, everything that says Edom we gonna destroy out of this place, Lord willing. What? I'm among that number and be a hunter, because what it say, happy shall he be. and those that know the rest of that, that's one of my favorites. Those that know the rest of that one, yeah, that's what it is. So where I'm at, 17 and 6. Like I said, I'm gonna read this again, 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord, Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Right? That's I know that's continue. The Lord continuously proves that He's not all love, like these people think. Like He coming with flowers and fucking candy, and they in for a rude awakening. They walking around here, what? Walking dead, but the Lord gonna make them fully dead. Pit their ass all the way in the spiritual realm, right? Revelations 18:1. I got a few more. I got a few more. Let's get it. I ain't gonna count. Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, it is fallen. It has become the habitation of devils, in the hold of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Like I said, that pushed just like as who is this? Alexander the Greek pushed that wicked when the wickedness went forth when he was in rule. As when America came up, more wickedness. That Edomite right back Rome all 2.0 all over again, right? It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. That's why you have rainbow shit all over the world, or why you have all type of abominable shit, why people eating lobster and crab and saying it's a delicacy. You know why people pushing these false idols and false doctrines, or just saying, oh, you can just do what you want to do, or it's self-love or whatever, or this the age of whatever. These devils with they know they have no power, so they try to deceive and get people to go into all sorts of wickedness and weird shit, following the signs of the sun or the moon and astrology or witchcraft or whatever they can do to get you confused, in some dumb shit. That's why it says, for all the nation have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. What? Pushing out all this, all the bullshit they push. Whether it be whatever they pushing, is on a wicked time. Especially they main thing, weapons. They pushing they pushing what? No, the main is democracy. Like the teacher say, grenade. they pushing that, and they going around with the same thing, colonizing, stealing and taking resources, slyly, stealthily, stealthily by night instead of by day types, instead of being in the day. It says Revelations 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Yeah, everybody was good. That's why they're gonna when they see the smoke from this place, they're gonna be in misery. They're gonna say, "Oh, we used to get so much money." They're gonna be, that's what it is. Yeah, but because that ain't gonna just be the end of this place being destroyed. Y'all gonna get what y'all got coming too. Wherever y'all may be, the Lord's judgment is gonna be on through the whole earth. It's starting. The greatest is gonna be in this place, Babylon the Great, because this is where Judah and Israel were oppressed together. This is where the majority of Israel was really punished and paid that lived that harsh bondage, that harsh a judgment. paid the price of being disobedient. You know, it says where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let me go to let me get Revelation 14 and 8. I was supposed to go there first, but I'm gonna go there and it all go together. This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Or that transformation shit, that Decepticon junk, you know, that ABCD, the alphabet lifestyle. You feel me? With the promoting of calling so-called Israelites black, or with the promotion of bywords and these heathens latching on to it, right? With all the things they done, pitting other heathens in the neighborhood, feeding us abominable foods, all these things, you know, it ain't for the lies, for adding and taking away scriptures of the Lord. Oh man, you can go. A person can sit down and you'll never fucking stop talking about all the things that these devils done, worthy of destruction. You know, you'll be talking forever. You know, because just imagine the things that we don't know. You know, all the things that we know, yeah, but think of the things that we don't know. This place is so worthy to be destroyed, just on the simple fact of all the blood that was shed here. You know, blood got to be shed. You know, period. And if you feel like that's wrong, then your ass is a 2/3. If you feel like that's wrong, you are a damn antichrist. If you feel like that's wrong, you are not in the spirit of the Lord. Period. This thus saith the Lord. What is this? Revelations 14 and 8. Oh yeah, I just read. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all nations drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. That's what it is. And it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture unto the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in presence of the Lamb. And that's, hey, every man better gird up their loins, because that's the time we in. You know, that's the time we're in, where we're going to be faced with a decision, you know, to stand boldly for Yahweh Shemashah, or accept the mark. Correct, when it's the separate R to the I to the F. I mean, what is it? RFI to the chip, C to the HIP, whatever the case may be. And it's a shame that we gotta talk in cold word and all type of shit. If that alone should be enough for a 2/3 nigga to wake up and understand. And slack it for, if any, you know, for saying the N word or whatever. If you get offense, really I don't care, but whatever, you know, because that's what they are to me. They black, you know, ignorant. You know, anybody that sit here and don't understand, if you gotta slay your words, make your words code your words, or they gonna stop ban your video, stop your talking, make you not be heard. You gotta watch the words you say. If they policing the words you say, it's because you saying the truth. You know, that's what it is, because they don't want you to understand and know the truth. And 2/3 of our people can't see it. Y'all so blinded, y'all so blind, and that is what it is. The Lord has blinded them, but it's because they love the world more than they love the Lord. That's what it is. They love the world more than they love the Lord, and they love the things that please their flesh more than they love the things that please their spirit. You know, the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai don't please their spirit. Actually, it angers them. You know, that's why they can scoff. That's why they get angry and want to argue with you or want to fight you, because the spirit of truth angers them. I mean, not angers them. It makes them angry because they want to please the flesh. They want to hear smooth things. They want to join hands with their enemy. They want to let bygones be bygones. But Yahweh Shema Shai said, the world, the earth, the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that was shed, but by the person that shed it. Period. So guess what? The land of the north, Babylon the Great, America, United States, is going to get the judgment of the Lord. Yahweh Shema Shai. Period. And there's no escaping. No escape. You know what I'm saying? That's that trap. They can't release their neck. They can't get the shit out of it. Hey, you done. Once you stick your head in there, you're like you dumber than what is they like? What they do with the monkeys or whatever. Once you put your head in there, that's it, buddy. Once you try to nibble that piece of cheese, Salaki. Let's get this last one. No, gotta go to Obadiah. Let's go. I know I did. I read Revelation 17:1, and then I'm gonna go to Obadiah and I'm gonna close it. Revelation is just 17:1. Oh no, I read that one. So I'm just gonna go to Obadiah. I read that one already. Obadiah, and I'm gonna close with this one. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2. Right, and it reads, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised." Look around, bro, and you can see everybody side-eyeing Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Right now, hey, it used to be a time where, you know what I'm saying, Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man was the pillar of everything good. So supposedly, you know, to the beguiled, right? Hey, but now, hey, even Esau's woman is looking at him crazy. That's prophecy, right? It says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen; thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high." Because, hey, look, that's their history and heritage, being in the clefts of the rocks. The clefts of the rocks is caves, right? It says, "The pride of thine heart." What? Because who shall bring me down to the ground? This is America. We the greatest country ever. We got the best defense. We got the best military. All that shit is bullshit and lies. "The pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high." Right? Yeah, you sitting up high right now. You tumbling. You sitting. You on a high ass peak. Yeah, but you're falling from a high place. You're already falling down, bro. It's just a long, terrible fall. Like, just imagine you falling down the stairs, bro, and it's continuously. You can't grab on nothing, can't hold nothing. Just boop, 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 upside your head, hit your leg. When you hit that ground, all your bones broke, everything broke. What? You're gonna wake up in bondage. You know? It says, what is it? 2. "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thy set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. And that's what it is. How about Shemashai has, like I said, he swore by his own name. You know, so hey, here's the patience and the faith of the saints. We patiently waiting for the Lord to bring this place down so we can pit in the captivity those that pit us in the captivity. Lord willing, amongst the number of the hunters. So like I was saying, they would have healed Babylon, but Babylon shall not be healed; it shall be destroyed, man. Period. What it says, how for a take bond for a pain. That's the title. So like I said, I hope y'all is edifying. Till next time, I'll say shalom.